All right, folks, so San Diego Comic-Con rolls on and more trailers are coming. This time we're going to discuss the Aquaman trailer for the film coming out later this year by director James Wan, who is primarily known for his horror films, but he did direct Fast and Furious 7, which was really his first true foray into action films. And because of how good that movie did and how well he directed it, he got a spot to do the Aquaman movie. Now, I know that a lot of people did not like Batman v Superman and Justice League. In fact, a lot of people didn't. But that being said, though, Wonder Woman I thought was good, and Aquaman has the potential to be better because it is more of a family story, a more close-knit story than those other two movies were. So I trust James Wan. I think that James Wan has never made a bad movie. Obviously, he's got some films that are better than others, but he's never made a terrible movie. And I think he might be the right guy to do Aquaman. So with me now, please welcome. He was on the channel earlier today when we discussed the trailer for the King of the Monsters movie. Mayo is here from Maro Media. Hello, Mayo.
How's it going?
Well, you've seen this trailer. I have not.
Yeah.
You've seen it once. I have not seen it. I don't even know what to expect. I'm going into this blind. And I'm sure most of the people who are probably watching this breakdown did see it already. But if you did not, check it out, come back, and we're going to go through and kind of pause and go through. So before we hit play, all right, how excited were you for Aquaman? Because this is a character that's been pretty much a joke for years and years and years. He's getting his own movie now, and he's definitely not a joke.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about it last night in the Discord a bit, and I said to some people, that whoever was in there, I said, like, if you told me 10 years ago that Aquaman was going to get a movie and people would be hyped for it, I'd laugh.
Did it get a good response, San Diego Comic-Con?
The trailer seems to be getting a really good response, especially from some of the stuff that was shown. And the cinematography in it, there are some shots that just made me, like, almost gasp, like, physically at how good they looked. And
well,
what I found interesting is, this is a...
It's got 81,000 likes, bro, so yeah, it's definitely getting love.
James Wan said, apparently at the panel, he said he doesn't describe it as a superhero movie, he describes it as a sci-fi fantasy adventure, which, after I watched the trailer, I could see that. Like, it doesn't look like it's going to be a superhero movie because it doesn't, like, you'll see from the trailer, like, what's actually happening in the story, but it has elements of it, but it's definitely like a sci-fi fantasy adventure. Like, it is there.
Let's get to it right now. Here we go. Aquaman.
My father was a lighthouse keeper.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. And that's, of course, Jason Momoa doing the voiceover.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know, Jason Momoa is currently screwing Lisa Bonet. And Lisa Bonet is so good in bed that Lenny Kravitz wrote a whole album about her. So Jason Momoa gets freaking alpha points. Not to mention that she's 50 and he's like 38. So she's robbing the cradle with him. So much respect to Jason Momoa. But here's the funny thing about this movie. If Jason Momoa is alpha, he's not even the third most alpha person in this movie. This movie has Dolph Lundgren, this movie has Willem Dafoe, and this movie has Patrick Wilson. And those guys are really alpha.
Who's Dolph Lundgren playing?
He's playing the
I missed
king.
him in the trailer, bro.
He's playing the king.
Oh, yeah, they didn't... Oh, wow.
He's in the movie. That's a hell of a group of alphas, man. Here we go.
My mother was a queen.
The Queen of the Ocean.
Yeah, the Queen of
But
Atlantis,
life
yeah.
Atlantis,
is
yeah.
a way of bringing people together.
So this will be sort of the backstory of Aquaman.
It's going to have it a bit.
But it's
not going to be a major portion.
Is it in the past? So it's not in the past like Wonder Woman?
No, it's like... I think the way they're doing it is, like, it's going to start off with the origin, then it's going to continue on as normal. I haven't really read any spoilers or leaks for this.
Me either.
But
Me either.
as far as I can tell, like, it's going to go like, oh, they show stuff from his childhood, and then it's going to go on with the movie, or it's going to be riddled in some places, but it doesn't look like it's going to be flashbacks.
Let's go.
We could unite our worlds one day.
And he's talking about uniting the people of Atlantis with the people on Earth, like of the land, the humans.
Yeah, the uniting the land and sea, like,
Land and
that
sea.
was a very big thing. They're going, like, with this, from what I can tell from the trailer, they're going a lot Throne of Atlantis, if you saw that movie.
Oh, the
the
movie.
animated one.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
Yeah, and they're doing the joke where Arthur can talk to fish. that whole don't you talk to fish? So they're doing that.
Yeah.
Oh man, what is this? The Meg?
God, that looked... I didn't notice how bad that CGI looks until right now.
Yeah, that CGI does not look good. Let's just
I
go
hope
back
that's
for a
not
second.
final.
Yikes! Yeah, it does look very fake. You might as well
I
bring
hope
back
that's
the
not final.
mechanical shark from Jaws,
Looks like Sharknado.
right? That kid
shot's
actually,
really
that
dope.
kid actually does look like Jason Momoa as a kid, bro. Oh my
Yeah, but
god,
that shot's dope.
the casting.
They made me what I am.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, people make fun of how Aquaman talks to fish, but really, that's kind of a cool power, dude. Like,
Well, he doesn't even talk to them. He compels them. That's more what it is.
Yeah,
Like,
is
they
it
explain
telepathy?
some way. He compels them. Yeah, it's like some form of like mental manipulation.
but that's what I'm saying. That's kind of a cool power, dude. Like, I think he's an underrated character.
Yeah.
He's going in the submarine. Roman Reigns
this
over
guy.
here.
Permission to come aboard. They
No,
made him
right.
into a jokester too, which I kind of like.
I mean, that's what every comic book character's doing nowadays, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been looking for you.
I
Bro,
couldn't
Amber
tell who,
Heard though.
that who
that's
that
Amber
was
Heard
because
as
they have.
Mara.
Oh,
Yeah.
she looks good right there, bro. She looks
Yeah,
real good
that's,
right
and that's
there.
her actual hair. They dyed it that color, I believe.
Yeah.
That's not a.
This movie's gonna delve into Atlantis a lot more. I'm definitely saying this movie's not gonna be like a film where it's gonna be on land mostly. I mean, it'll be on land, but we're gonna find out a lot about the Atlanteans. But does this take place after Justice League? Do we know?
I think this takes place before. Like they're very unclear with when a lot of these movies take place. Like they said, some are before, some are after. But like I'm assuming it's before because this is when Mara and Arthur first meet. Whereas in Justice League, you remember he goes to Atlantis to meet up with Mara.
Okay, good to
So-
know.
Looking
Okay.
for you. Your half-brother King Orm
There's the Alpha Patrick Wilson.
is about to declare
Yeah,
war
bro.
upon the surface
And
world.
I don't know if you saw Orm's costume on the poster they released, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks good.
Like it's very
The
comic
only way
accurate.
to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. With what I just read, the only way to what she said, the only way to stop this war is take your rightful place as king. This is like Lion King in the ocean, bro.
Yeah, like you said, sci-fi fantasy adventure.
It's Hamlet all over again.
Rightful place as king.
Oh, I love the Triton right there. It's Little Mermaid mixed with Lion King. That's pretty much what the Disney Renaissance comes back.
I am no king.
In the form of Warner Brothers.
Well, do your best thinking when you're
Best
not thinking
when
at
you're
all.
not thinking at all.
Bro,
She's calling him
Amber
a
Heard,
dumbass.
though.
She's calling him a
Bro,
dumbass. pretty much.
Amber Heard though, like.
Yeah, but you're more into Jason Momoa, bro. Admit it.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Are they underwater there? So,
Yeah.
So are they not doing the bubbles thing like from Justice League? Because that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they're not because the whole thing with them was that they're able to talk underwater and hear each other normally.
That's right. Yeah. It's like they have that ability.
I'm glad that they're bringing that back, unless they didn't add in the bubble effect yet. But like, I hope they keep it without the bubbles
So do I.
because that was so dumb.
Yeah. I don't like that either.
Might want to strap in.
Going down to the. I love that shot. I hope that's the beginning. I hope that's the beginning of the movie, dude. This is
Dude,
gonna
this
be.
shot right
This is
here.
like Black Panther when they go to Wakanda, except underwater. It's the same idea, you know. The secret city, you know.
Yeah.
No, this shot's awesome. I wonder if they're gonna need a ride to Theed to see the Queen.
Welcome home.
This
I mean, it
whole shot
reminds
is
me of
just,
Phantom
like-
Menace, bro. The Gungans are
It
down here.
does. It does.
This is badass.
My brother has come from the surface.
Uh-oh, our boy Patrick Wilson. Who you can't have a James Wan movie without him in it. You know what I mean? You just can't. These are all the Atlantis. So I guess the whole thing's gonna be pretty much Lion King. Like it's gonna be like Black Panther. He's gonna turn the Atlanteans against, Aquaman, Arthur. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, Arthur was never there in the first place. He knew of Atlantis, but didn't really go to it. Like that's the thing about it.
But isn't
knows
he
of
not
his
the rightful
heritage,
king?
but He is the rightful king because, it's interesting because him and his brother both come from separate mothers, if
Yeah.
I'm correct.
Yeah.
Or no, separate fathers. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So technically, like they both are the rightful heir, but it's always been kind of
So
weird.
they have to fight for it. Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Challenge me for the throne.
Nope. Again, it's literally Black Panther underwater.
I call it an ass whooping.
Now there's their fight. Okay, that looks pretty cool, yo. They're gonna fight with Tritons and shit, bro.
Yeah. The effects at least look a bit better than Justice League.
I love the cheering underwater.
Yeah, because that's gonna be us, bro. That's gonna be us in the theaters.
I hope so. That submarine he picked up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have no choice.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like they're doing the bubble effect. That was a cool transition though. That shot
Let's go. Let's see that again. Yeah, that is
of
pretty
them
awesome.
throwing a trident underwater.
I came to save my home. and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're too different.
Yeah. Again, he doesn't think that he belongs, but he does. He has to learn how to be a leader, which you're right. Yeah, now
Yeah.
the more that I see this trailer, again, this is my first time seeing it, I do think that it's before Justice League. 'Cause I feel like in Justice League, he is the
Yeah.
leader. Like, he's already kind of established
This is
himself.
very much before it, but this is very like they're basically adapting Throne of Atlantis to a live action movie.
Yeah, it really sounds that way.
But this shot, bro, that shot looks amazing.
It's crazy, yeah. I love. It reminds me, like with the red and the green, it reminds me of that Broly trailer we saw from Dragon Ball
Oh my
because
God.
the red eyes and the green around it. Red and green always complement each other pretty well.
But like that shot, it's like
The
it
ship.
looks like a shot from like if someone cut the ocean in half and you were looking in. Like that's why I
Moses,
love
bro,
that shot so
your
much.
your guy Moses. It's one of your
That
guys.
is exactly why you are worthy.
Was that a sea monster?
It's probably the sea dragons that they're riding. You know, did I show you the art of that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're not riding seahorses, they're riding sea dragons.
Oh yes, you did show me that. Yeah, which is basically a
Yeah.
seahorse but on steroids. I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. I think that's her actual hair. Then you have the fishmen.
Is this Avatar?
They're gonna touch gills.
The war is coming to the
Okay, now interesting. So that CGI looked better, I think.
Yeah.
That looked way better than the other one.
But that might also be because it's underwater.
Yeah, but the other one's underwater too, the shark. But I guess maybe it's
Yeah,
'cause
but this
it's
has
behind.
different lighting, I mean.
Yeah,
The war is coming to the surface.
Bro, but that Black Mana shot.
right. That's
And that line.
that's
I am
dude.
bringing
This
back
see
seven
this
seasons.
this looks like a comic book movie now. Like when we get to this part right here with this, that's a comic book movie, yo. Wow.
Because you would never see a dude walking around.
I'm bringing the Wrath of the Seven Seeds with me. See, that sounds like that's cheesy as hell, but fuck it, go for it.
It's alpha.
This looks like so we're gonna have. You know what? I'm kind of excited now. We're gonna basically have a big war. Like we see in all these movies. We see it in all these movies, but
Yeah,
underwater.
I can't tell, but it looks like the things with the lights, the two lights. I think those are like the tanks that we see in like Flashpoint. I'm not totally sure though, but that's what it looks like to me.
The seven seas with me.
Oh no, they're giant squids. Oh.
Yeah, it's like giant crabs fighting. That's awesome, bro. It's definitely visually crazy.
Should have a parachute. Redheads, you gotta love them.
This movie's gonna be ridiculous.
I think it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be good. I just wonder, like, if the DC universe, extended universe, the DCEU, if it's worth saving here. Like, I think, I'll be honest. Like, I want them to fix it. I think it is salvageable. I think if they have a good Aquaman movie, maybe a good Batman movie, I think it could be saved. But if Affleck leaves, it's gonna be a bummer, man. Like, I don't want Affleck to leave. I know that it still hasn't been finalized yet. They've still been discussing it, but I really hope that they do make a sequel to Justice League and actually do things right this time.
Well, the thing with the movies they're doing, like in this movie, it got shown off through a toy at the con that he's gonna get his like comic book suit, like with the orange and the green.
He is?
Like, he's gonna have that. Yeah, he's gonna have like orange scales and like orange like scale chain armor and
I thought
stuff.
they were totally
Like,
changing that.
No, like that was a figure that was revealed, so people are assuming it's gonna be in it, and no one's really refuted like that it's not gonna be in there at some point. And then like if you look at Shazam, like his costume is very much like comic book. Like they are.
But is
it
it
looks like they're
is
putting, like-
Shazam definitely in the DCEU?
Yes, it is very much. It is definitely.
and
in the
that's
DCU as
directed
far
by
as I
the
know.
guy who James Wan found, the
I don't remember who it
Sandberg.
is.
David Sandberg's directing that movie, I think.
Yeah, but like if you like take all that stuff into account, like it is very it's looking like they're kind of going away from this ensemble thing that they've been doing to really focusing on the individual characters and doing good stuff with them. I mean, I still have my worries for like stuff with like Flashpoint and all that because I just didn't like Ezra Miller as Flash, but like they're putting good people on these characters like Aquaman and Shazam, so I'm interested, and
I mean, I
think
still think it's too soon to do Flashpoint just because
exactly
we're gonna get time travel stuff. We got it in Deadpool. We're gonna get it in Avengers. I feel like now they should call an audible and postpone Flashpoint for later. I think that if they do a good Batman movie, like I said, good Shazam, good Aquaman, good Wonder Woman 2, because that's coming, then come back with Justice League 2, or maybe even
Well,
Man of Steel 2. Finally get that
it
out of
looks
the way.
like It looks like the best parts of the DCEU are the parts that focus on the individual characters instead of them with other characters. Like Man of Steel is
I know.
considered better than Justice League and Batman v Superman. Wonder Woman's considered the best one so far.
Yeah,
Then
Suicide
you have
Squad's
Aquaman and
not
Shazam
good.
that look good.
Suicide
the
Squad.
ensemble ones just aren't that good.
Yeah, and also, but I think Suicide Squad got screwed over by the editing because remember that whole thing about how there's like an extra half hour of the movie and everything. The pacing is very weird.
They were edited by a trailer editing house, if I'm correct. Not an actual movie editing house. They were done by a trailer editing house, if I'm correct.
Yeah, no, the whole thing was jacked up because the original version of that movie, the same thing with Justice League, the original version of that movie. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to be better. I just feel like the original vision was changed at some point, and that's never good.
Yeah.
So plug
But there's the Snyder cut.
Right, it's never happening. So you already plugged your channel before, but I'll do it for you. Marrow Media, MAROMEDIA. I'll leave a link down below for everybody to check you out and let us know your thoughts on Aquaman down below as well.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you soon. If I can turn this off. All right, now we'll talk to you soon.